moving on to overhead presses. With a normal dumbbell, what you could do is kind of make a triangle like this, and then you could go over your head like so. With these, it's nice you have two handles to grab onto. And when we're doing this exercise, we want to keep our elbows as close in together to the sides of our heads as possible. Come back to, and then also keep our elbows like this rather than straight over like that, as back as far as possible. And then lower them fully down, and then extend upwards and really concentrate on flexing our triceps as we do that. And really, without locking out our elbows, compress it at the top before going back on for another rep. There's the same deal where imagining it being a spring compressing, and then we release it and it pushes up. So, I'm going to move up and weight on this, but it's a new exercise. It's different, working the muscle in a slightly different way. So I'm going to just do a warm-up set here, lower weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Alright, so there's only like at 12 good ones there, so I'm going to just move up 1 on this, and I have the other dumbbell that is at this weight. So what I'll do is move up in weight. If I can't get a full 10 sets or 10 reps with the upper weight, I'll drop down and finish out with the lower weight. So we will move onwards. Oh, and one final note, my very wonderful wife Jackie, for Christmas this year, she got me these mason jar protein shaker lids. I like using mason jar rather than a shaker bottle. I just use one of the stainless steel shaker ball whisks in here, but I'm able to make 3 to 4 shakes in this thing and drink it over the course of the day rather than having to keep making shakes. It's not like it's that hard to make protein shakes, but I find that I just will skip them and not get my required amount of protein in if I don't have it pre-made. And then the glass is really nice because it doesn't absorb flavors. You can get it really nice and clean. And these tops are great. I will put a link in the description to them, but they come with about, I think, 5 or 6 of them in the order, and then you can just get these mason jars at any store that sells large, wide-mouth mason jars. I believe these are 84 millimeter, but I'll double check on that as well. But it's great. I just drop the protein in there, mix it in with water, and after I just put it in the refrigerator, and it gets it nice and cold like a milkshake, which is much nicer than lukewarm protein shakes. I've had enough of those to last a lifetime. Hope to never have them again. Alright, so I increased the weight slightly. We are now at 30 pounds. We're at 30 pounds for this. It's pretty low weight for this, but I already did those other exercises really well. And again, we are concentrating on really compressing that muscle, going nice and slow, to really work it hard and not have to use as high a weight. All right, so bring it up, keep our elbows in nice and tight, come back down to about parallel with the ground before extending back up nice and slowly, then reduce down nice and slowly, keep repeating. Hopefully get to about 10 or 12 on this. So we were able to get 12 out of that. I was getting 10, and then I thought about those pandemic stresses and was able to push out another 12, or another 2 to get 12. So that's great. Stick with this weight. It's a nice, comfortable weight for Alan Fila right now, and making sure we maintain our form to just optimize our workout. It's much better to use correct form and lower weight than heavier weight and bad form. You risk injury and you're not really working out your muscle anyways. So it's kind of defeating the whole purpose. That comes from someone who, when I was in college and high school, I was always trying to do as much weight as possible, it seemed like. So luckily I didn't injure myself and too bad in any way, or really at all mostly. So just have some minor shoulder injuries from stupidly using too much weight and not using the right form and some things. But other than that, pretty much unscathed. But yeah, you just risk injury and you're not really working out the muscle if you don't use proper form. And that's really work out the muscle the best if you use proper form and you go really slowly and concentrate on flexing it throughout the movement. So, wait about 30 seconds and we will move on to next set here. Hopefully we can get 8 good ones, well hopefully we get 10 good ones, and then hopefully the last 2 after 8 are pretty intense. Whoa, man, 8 is all we got that time. All right, so our final set of overhead dumbbell press here. So started getting pretty tough after 6 on the last one. I barely got 8. So shoot for that, and then we're going to lower our down to really just blast out on the muscle on the lower weight that we started off with. Oh man, and I spent on that. So, we'll move on to bicep exercises now.